Good afternoon, Miss Jessa.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Jessa, can you tell me about yourself?
I'm Jessa Coro, 29 years old, married, a high school graduate, ma'am.
Okay, I have few questions for you to answer, so let's start. Why do you want to work as a maid?
Because it fits my skills and I used to do it in our home.
Why you choose Malaysia when there is a lot of other country?
Because Malaysia is a very nice country and people are good, ma'am.
Okay. How are you qualified for this job?
I am healthy and hardworking, ma'am.
Okay. May I know what is your education level is?
I am a high school graduate, ma'am.
Okay. What is your recent working experience?
As a production worker in Food International Corporation, ma'am.
Okay. Have you worked abroad before?
No, ma'am.
Do you have experience of taking care of baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose
My
baby?
children.
Okay, your
My
children.
children.
How about elder or older people? Do you have the experience that you take care?
Yes, ma'am.
Whose elder you take care?
My grandfather.
Okay, so how old that time your grandfather when you take care of him?
He is 75 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And also he is lying in bed.
Okay, so he's a bedridden. How
Yes,
about
ma'am.
special skills? Do you have special skills?
Manicure, tutorial, and gardening, ma'am.
Okay. Tutorial or being a tutor, gardening. Okay. Are you willing to learn new skills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you willing to work with a family where the mother-in-law or any relatives stay together?
Yes, ma'am.
Currently, are you still working now?
No,
Do you
ma'am.
know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Filipino
sort?
food only.
Okay, good Filipino food. So can you give me example of what Filipino food that you can cook?
Tinola, fried chicken, and caldereta, ma'am.
Okay. Are you aware that you will have to do washing, cleaning, ironing, and cooking?
Yes, ma'am.
From all the house chores like cooking, cleaning, ironing, and washing, which do you like most?
Cooking, ma'am.
If ever you were selected to work in Malaysia, who will take care of your kids?
My parents, ma'am.
You are not allowed to use handphone or cell phone during working hours.
Yes, ma'am.
You are only allowed to use handphone or cell phone after you finish all the works and when going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You are strictly needed to surrender the handphone to your employer in the morning, and your employer will return back to you once you're going to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
If ever your employer finds out that you're abusing of using your handphone and it's affected your work performance, your employer will confiscate your handphone and you're not allowed to hold it anymore. Instead, your employer will allow you to call to your family 3 times in a month. You're only allowed to bring normal phone and you're not allowed to bring smartphone. Are you agreed for the terms and condition?
I agree, ma'am.
Are you agreed to the rules and regulation for the handphone?
I agree, ma'am.
How many years is the contract as you agreed and understand?
2 years contract, ma'am.
Okay, can you describe for me your ethics or your attitude?
I am hardworking, patient, and responsible, ma'am.
Okay, how can you assure to us that you will work hard in Malaysia?
I will finish my 2 years contract, ma'am.
Okay, can you promise not to use a telephone without the permission of your employer?
Pardon, ma'am.
Okay, can you promise not to use the telephone without the permission of your employer? Can you promise?
I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to put on makeup but to dress properly while work?
I, I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to invite friends and relatives without the consent of your employer?
I promise, ma'am.
Can you promise not to ask for advance salary from your employer under any circumstances?
I promise, ma'am.
Do you really understand of the rules and regulation of the agency?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you pay any placement fee for you to come to Malaysia to work as a maid?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any history of sickness, example breast cancer or any other illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you suffer from any skin diseases, allergy or physical defect?
No, ma'am.
Have you suffered from any serious illness?
No, ma'am.
Do you smoke?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any tattoo in your body?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me which part or how many?
In the back of my body,
Okay,
3 little stars.
3 little stars. Okay. Have you undergone any operation or surgery?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you take any prohibited drugs before?
No, ma'am.
Are you medically fit to work?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you in any medication?
No, ma'am.
Are you allergic with any food?
No, ma'am.
Are you prepared to work for the employer of any race?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you prepared to eat the type of food taken or given by your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to repeat again the question. Miss Jessa, listen carefully. Are you afraid of being left alone in the house?
No, ma'am.
Are you afraid of dogs or other pets?
No, ma'am.
Can you promise to work according to instruction from your employer?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any immediate family working in Malaysia?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Jessa, we have finished our question section. Let's go to case study. I have a case study for you and I want you to answer me truthfully. Upon arrival in Malaysia within 6 months, if ever any of your family members pass away, what will you do? Will you continue to work till finish your contract or you will go back?
I will continue my 2 years contract, ma'am.
Okay, tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
Repeat, ma'am.
Okay, tell us about yourself and why do you want to work in Malaysia as domestic helper?
Because I want to help my family, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Jessa, what do you want to tell to your employer who's watching your video?
Great day, ma'am, sir. I am Jessa Poro, 29 years old, married, and I am looking forward to hire me as your servant, ma'am. Thank you and God bless.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Jessa. We will update your agency if there's any selection made by the employer.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.